everybody. Welcome back to Brelsford Family Homestead. Welcome back to my kitchen. I'm Darcy. We're going to be making some granola today. I'm going to be making a double batch but splitting it into two separate things because my kids don't like nuts in their granola. Can you believe that? So anyway, I'll show you the cast of characters and all that, and I'll bring you along for the whole process. It is really easy, and then I just store it in an airtight container. And I've never had it go bad because we eat it fast. So let's get to making it. Okay, full disclosure, I am mixing up some more granola to stick in the middle of this video because mixing up the other two, the footage disappeared. But one of my daughters requested some more granola with no nuts and no fruit. So we're gonna do that right now. So we're going to need a cookie sheet lined with some parchment paper. This is a mix of quick oats and rolled oats. You can use all rolled oats. I wouldn't suggest using only quick oats. So I would use a mixture of like half and half or just one. You're gonna need a total of 4 cups, except for I have 5 in this one because I'm not using any nuts. And just to equal out what we're using as far as sweetener and oil and all of that, I add some extra oats. So then we're going to also need a half a teaspoon of cinnamon, a teaspoon of vanilla, grab my salt here. I didn't have that ready. A teaspoon of salt. Mix that together a little bit. You could add some other things like ginger or nutmeg or anything like that. Maybe some pumpkin pie spice, whatever kind of things that you like. Then we're going to add a half a cup of oil and a half a cup of sweetener like maple syrup or honey. This is olive oil. My favorite to use is avocado oil or a very light olive oil. Coconut oil is also good. You would obviously need to melt it first. This is maple syrup. The other ones that I made today were honey. And I was talking with a friend and she made a good point that if using honey, because I buy local raw honey, that the benefits of raw honey are kind of lost when it's cooked. So if you're gonna make something like this, you could just buy some quality honey, but maybe not have to buy the raw stuff if that would save you some money. So right now we could all use to save a little money, right? Now you're going to, unless you're this batch, add some dried fruit, some chocolate chips or whatever, but you're not going to add it right now. Anything like that you're going to add, you would add after it's completely cooled. You would add nuts right now, like a cup and a half of pecans is something I really like to do, unless you're going to use something that's already roasted like the pumpkin seeds or sunflower seeds or something. I find that they have kind of an off taste if you put them in now since they're already really cooked and things. So make sure that that is stirred really well so everything is coated. Pour that out on your lined baking sheet. And then just spread it out. We're going to put this in the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 to 25 minutes, up to 30 minutes if you're my oven that's acting up. Turning it halfway through. So, you know, if you're doing 20 minutes, check it at 10, stir it, and then put it in for the other 10 to 15 minutes. Don't let it get too brown. It will burn fast, but you do want it to be golden brown. So this is it. Sorry about the light there. We'll get this in the oven. Here we are at the halfway point. So I'm just going to stir this. I can tell that mine's gonna take a little bit longer from the moisture that's in here. More than, you know, double the this is the halfway mark, more than if I just add the rest of the time. So I'll add a few more minutes to mine. You do want it, you don't want it to be burnt, but you do want it to be golden. It's already smelling good. Just pulled this out of the oven. That is looking really good. Nice and golden. It did take 30 minutes for me, but like I said, I'm having problems with my stove. Typically, it's gonna take 20 or 25. But just do what you know works for your stove. Be checking it, you don't wanna burn it. Doesn't that look great? I'm gonna set this up on a cooling rack to let it cool, and then we'll get the other ingredients on it after it's cooled. Our granola has cooled, so it's time to add our other ingredients. I did want to say you can play around with some of the seasonings. I have added ginger to this before, and it's really good. It just adds a level of warmth to it that's delicious. I did not add it this time, so I am going to add some chocolate chips. I would start out with, like, you know, a half a cup or less, and then add more if you want of the different things. I have some cranberries here as well as some raisins. I think I'm just gonna go with the cranberries today. If you had some other dry fruits, whatever you have on hand, those would be delicious too. I would just, it's pretty sweet, so I would just go carefully on those chocolate chips. At least for me, it gets it to be too sweet. See, it's in these big chunks. And I just have some of these big plastic containers. I have a bunch my mom had given me. And I just like to use them for the granola. And for my kids, I can put a measuring scoop in so that they can dish it out in appropriate portions. Obviously, the chocolate chips and stuff don't stick, but when you put it in like this, it will all get mixed around well. And you can break those chunks into smaller ones, but I love it when they stick together like that. This is really good with some yogurt too. I loved having it with my goat's milk yogurt, just plain yogurt. Didn't need to be flavored or anything. So, so good. I'm looking forward to the spring when we will have goats and milk again. Sorry if that's really loud. Here we go. Yum. This homemade granola really is so good, and you can customize it to your tastes so easily, and it makes quite a bit. This would be very expensive in the store, so this is one, very cost effective to make your own granola. It's so easy, and you can control the ingredients and know exactly what's in it. So I hope you give it a try. Let me know what your favorite is below. Until next time, God bless.